Hello and welcome. The purpose of this video is to explain and demonstrate how to use ThanahCoin. ThanahCoin is a cryptocurrency named after my cat that I created and deployed to the Ethereum blockchain. This is for educational and experimental purposes, so I invite anyone and everyone who is interested to run through this demo with me and try it out for yourself. As you can see here, there are currently 300 million ThanahCoin tokens in existence that are collectively worth nothing. So again, please feel free to take as many of these as you want and play around with them as you like. So what we're looking at here is the ThanahCoin contract as it exists on the Ethereum blockchain. We are using Etherscan, which is an Ethereum block explorer. There is a bunch of interesting stuff on the screen right now, but what I want to focus on here is this code tab. As is the case with most blockchain projects, the code is open source, so anyone is free to review the code and make sure there's nothing dodgy going on. What I want to do here is just run through the three main functions of the contract and explain them because we are going to use them momentarily. First, I want to talk about this mint coins function. The ThanahCoin contract generates 144 brand new tokens every time an Ethereum block is mined. That equates roughly to 1 million newly created tokens every day. Now, this is an internal function that is called automatically by the other functions, so we don't actually have to do anything for this demo. I mention it only for the sake of completeness. This happens automatically whenever we do other things. Okay, the next function of interest is this issue function. This function is used to give coins to people. We can pass in an address, and what this function will do is give 1% of all of the available tokens to the address that was provided. So if you want to, you can give coins to yourself, or you can give them to someone else. The last function I want to talk about here is the transfer function. This is a function that's going to exist pretty much on every cryptocurrency. This is the mechanism that allows a user to give some of their tokens to some other user. So the function accepts a send to address, and it accepts a number of tokens or a number of coins that you want to send. So this function is going to first verify that the sender has enough tokens to do the send. Like if they want to send 1 million tokens but they have only 10, it's not going to let it do that. And then of course it's also going to subtract the number of tokens from the sender and add them to the receiver. Okay, so that is a brief overview of the code. Let's go ahead and jump into actually using this contract. So we're going to start from the very beginning by creating a wallet. So we're going to open up a new tab in our browser, and we're going to go to www.myetherwallet.com. So MyEtherWallet is a website that makes it very easy to interact with the Ethereum blockchain. You can create transactions, you can send tokens around, all kinds of fun stuff. It's all built into this site. Now what we want to do for our demo, very first thing, is to create a new wallet, and you can see that is what the site is prompting me for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and make a brand new wallet here. I'm going to give it a password like so. Create new wallet. And it's going to offer to give me the key store file, which I am going to download and save in a folder that I have set up specifically for this demo. Okay, there we go. It's downloaded. All right, so our wallet has been created. The second step that we need to complete is to send some funds to it. Now, I'm going to go over here to View Wallet Info because I need my wallet address. And the site is going to ask me for my wallet file. This is the file that I just created and downloaded a moment ago. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. What you'll find while you're using MyEtherWallet is that it's very strict about security. You'll notice that you have to decrypt your wallet pretty much every time you do anything because, again, they're super serious about security. So this is the basic information for my wallet. We need to send some Ethereum to it. Now, for this part of the demo, I can't really help you. If you don't have the ability to send Ethereum already, I encourage you to use a service like Coinbase.com. It makes it very easy to purchase Ethereum with dollars or euros or what have you. They have a great user interface, great customer service. It's just a great place to get started with Ethereum. So what I did while I was talking just now is I sent some Ethereum to the address of my newly created wallet using my Coinbase app, and I just sent a tiny amount. I sent like $2. An Ethereum transaction, depending on what gas price you're using, is going to cost like 5 to 10 cents or whatever. Okay, so that's step 2 completed. We have sent a couple of dollars worth of Ether to our wallet. The next step we need to do is copy this address. This is the address of the wallet we just created, and we're going to use it, we're going to need it in future steps when we want to send ThanahCoins to ourselves. So I'm going to copy this address and paste it over in the other window so that we can use it later. Okay, so now we have everything we need. We're all set up to use ThanahCoins. So to do this, we're going to go over to the Contracts tab, still in my Ether wallet. And this tab is going to ask us for a contract address. This is the Ethereum address of the contract that we want to issue commands to. So in this case, obviously the contract we want to talk to is the ThanahCoin contract, and I'm going to copy the address from my other window. And you can get this address from the description below this video or from the GitHub page, which is also linked at the bottom of this video. But here I've just copy and pasted it into the box, and we can move on. So the other thing that this page is asking for is the ABI/JSON interface. Now, this is simply a JSON data structure that contains the set of public-facing functions that this contract contains. You can think of this JSON as the set of instructions that my Ether wallet follows in order to use the contract. Now, again, this is available in the link below, so you can get it from the GitHub page. I'm just going to copy and paste it into here. You can see, again, it's just regular JSON, nothing magical, and I'm going to click the Access button. So what happens when I click Access is myetherwallet.com consumes the contents of this JSON data and uses it to build this dropdown, which contains all of the publicly available functions. You'll notice here that issue and transfer are both available. Those are the two public functions that I just explained a few minutes ago. In this case, I want to issue some coins to myself, so I'm going to select the Issue option, and you can see I'm prompted for the to address. You may remember when I was showing the issue function, it had one parameter that was the to address, and that is why my Ether wallet is asking me for the to addresses, because that's a required parameter. So what I'm going to paste in here is the address of the wallet I just created. You remember I just saved it a couple of minutes ago, so I'm going to copy and paste it back into here, and that is the address I want these new tokens sent to. So I need to unlock my wallet again. As I said, it's very finicky about security, so we're going to decrypt it here with our password. Excuse me, and click Unlock. Okay, so the wallet has been unlocked. We're going to click Write. It's going to confirm I want to generate this transaction, and then it's going to give me all the transaction details, both raw and signed. I don't have to do anything here except click Yes, I am sure, Make Transaction. Okay, and we can see that the transaction has been generated. If we click on it, it will show up here eventually. It actually hasn't quite yet, but we'll let that cook for a minute and we'll come back and look at it. Okay, so my transaction has been broadcast to the Ethereum network. What I want to do now is return to my my view info page to try to see those coins that were just created. I'm going to go back to the wallet info. I'm going to again select my wallet, and there's the password. Okay, so I'm back on my wallet page, and down here there's a little box labeled token balance is. Now, ThanahCoin, believe it or not, is not a globally recognized cryptocurrency, so I need to go ahead and add it to my list of custom tokens that I want to keep track of. So when I click that button, it's going to ask me for three things: the token contract address, the token symbol, and the decimals. So in this case, once again, I need to use the address of the ThanahCoin contract. So I'll just copy and paste that again. There we go. And we'll type in the symbol, THC, and decimals is 0. And we'll click Save there. And once that is finished, you can see ThanahCoin is now being displayed on my list of tokens. And you can also see that I now have a balance of approximately 2.9 million ThanahCoins. So just like that, I am a ThanahCoin millionaire. So that is the issue function of ThanahCoin. Again, what happened there was I sent a transaction to the ThanahCoin contract. That the contract calculated the number of ThanahCoins that were available, and then it gave me 1% of those coins. It sent those coins to the address that I provided, and again, the address I provided was my own address. Okay, so let's real quick do the use the other function that's available. We're going to repeat the same process where we specify the contract address, and we're going to use the ThanahCoin ABI. Click access there, and this time we want to use the transfer function. And notice this time it's asking me for two things. In addition to the address we want to send to, it also wants to know how many we want to send. So in this case, I'm just going to put, whatever address in here. It doesn't really matter. I'll just use the ThanahCoin address itself. It's you can put any address, any Ethereum address you want, and this is where the coins will be sent to. And I'm just going to put in, 12,345 tokens. This is how many ThanahCoins are going to be sent from my wallet to the address that I specify. Okay, and once again, we're going to unlock our wallet. There we go. And we'll repeat the same process. Yes, I am sure. Let's see if this works this time. There we go. Okay, so this is what a transaction normally looks like. It's got information like how long the expectation is until it's confirmed, where it's coming from, who it's going to, and then details like what gas price you used and how that translates into US dollars. So the transaction we just did cost 17 cents. So while that's thinking about that, we should be able to go back over to the ThanahCoin contract address and refresh, and we can see here are the transactions that we've just been making during this demo. And if we go to the ThanahCoin token page and then refresh that, we should be able to see the original issue command that we just did a few minutes ago. And then also here is the transfer command that I just executed, where I sent 12,345 tokens from my newly created wallet to the original contract address. Okay, that pretty much concludes the demo of ThanahCoin. Let me again remind you that all of this stuff, the information, all of the information that I shared during this demo is available on the GitHub page. Just search for ThanahCoin. It includes the raw code for the contract. It includes the ABI file that you can copy and paste into that contracts tab. And then this ThanahCoin guide document contains very detailed step-by-step instructions, including an explanation of each step if you want to go through this yourself. Thank you again for watching, and please enjoy ThanahCoin.